Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Lloyd? I'm very sorry if I pronounced that the wrong way. I did my best. Welcome, Lloyd, to my stream. If not, let me know how to pronounce your name. Okay, good morning. I hope you're doing very fine. So, I actually had quite an unstressful morning, but as always, it started to fall all a bit apart when I had to decide on who to draw, because I do that every single time directly before the stream starts. I should try to do that the morning before. So, I decided on Flash today, so I hope you can live with that and might be interested in that. Hello Shakira, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so again, normally I had loads of time today, so today was a pretty stress-free day to start for me this stream, but I managed to make it stressful and to be a little late again, so I'm very sorry for that. I'm just right now putting in the reference picture so you can see that also while I draw, and then we can already start. Yes, you see my mouse because I'm not done yet. Okay, so Clayton, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Good morning. DM, welcome. Great having you here. Ha! The whole crew is here. Great. Okay. I think we are more or less all set up. So, I was discussing with myself who to draw, and while I really like this Flash, honestly, I don't really love the series. I think it had a pretty nice start. Like all the good series, it starts a little bit more with months of the week, less big story arcs, but it gets into its stride in the first season at least. And then, in my opinion, it loses a bit because most series, and especially the DC series, fall into the how do you call it? Into the oh, Liana, hey, welcome. Someone forgot to change the. I did. I honest to God, I did. But sometimes this terrible YouTube thingamabob does just revert to all settings. Every single time when I schedule the stream, I exchange the thumbnail, and every single time it just has the old thumbnail again in there. So it is absolutely normal for me to schedule the stream and then go directly into the scheduled stream again and change the thumbnail again. I don't know why. And that seems to be very reproducible, so I have no idea why YouTube hasn't fixed that yet. What will we put into the description? Let's draw Flash at snail's pace. That's not very good advertisement, but nobody except Liana obviously reads descriptions anyway, so okay. So it's not a very good series, but it is a pretty good Flash. He is kind of funny, he's dorky, he is happy, you believe when he's happy, so he's a really cool Flash. I wish he could also have been the Flash in the movie, although I do not hate on the movie Flash. I think he brings along more or less the same character traits, so I don't hate on that one, but he is a really good Flash. Something is said? Oh no. The computer. I know about the computer. Nothing said. It is said, yeah, but not that side. Okay, so shall we start? I think we can start. I think we are ready to start. Okay, where is my pencil? There it is. I can give a very brief summary of Shak's computer if Shak is allowing me that. So that question is also answered, because we are an answering stream. Nobody should get out of here with question marks above their head. So Shak has a new PC, and now it's actually not that long of a story. A new PC, and it gets a blue screen from time to time, and we still don't know why. And the vendor is pretty, as they all are, pretty dumbfounded and does not know what to do, and so he doesn't do anything. So we try to solve that issue differently. Okay, but now we will draw. How do we start? Always this question of how do we start. We start by defining where the face should be. And I think the face should be chin. And then he has a very tilted face, so we will say about here the brow, on the end of the ear about here, and then now we have to measure where the rest should be. Hey Shadowboy, welcome to the stream. So Shadowboy is a gaming streamer, and while I have to admit, your voice sounds pretty young. I really liked your commentary in that video yesterday. So it was about .io games, and I'm sure not everyone here knows what that is, but you can visit his channel and find out, because I thought that was quite an interesting video. So congrats, man. I think really you are born for those commentary videos. For those research, the trouble with those videos is they are much more work than just gameplay videos, right? So you have to do research and stuff, but you're really good at it. So we have pretty much exactly the same length. So this is really a good thing, and it is completely coincidental. We have exactly the same length between the brow, the ear, and then between the chin and the top, the beginning of the hair. So that is exactly the same. Size is not the right word. Relationship, whatever. So the proportions are the same. Length the same as that. So that helps us tremendously in making sure that the canvas of his face will be at least pretty correct. Bob, welcome to the stream. Hello, good morning. Thank you for the alert. I am okay. I was better, but I am okay. Life is life. Na 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 na. Okay, so we will start. And we will start as always. By the way, we have the dog here today. I don't have a mobile cam yet. I'm thinking about getting a mobile cam for the dog, but he's with me in the room. So you can perhaps feed his calming energy, because I always feel his calming energy. So we have kind of this slope here. Just put that in. It isn't very professional to measure the slope like that, so. But it works for me, and I work with what works, you know. Okay, So something like this, and we have the chin. We have kind of a this. Ear. It's freaking. That happens a lot, doesn't it? So you need to get some kind of check for that. So that is really annoying. Is it the connection, Liana? Do you know? Or is it the provider? Do you know on which side it is? Just moving this up a little bit because the chin goes very low on the paper, so that's not really that good to do. So we'll move all of this a little up. So we have kind of the canvas of the face. Chin looks bad and everything. We're fine with that for now. It will get its shape later. We have kind of a slope for the eyes. Kind of like this, but a little bit higher because we have here so I would say this is not the center of the eyes, this is the top of the eyes. Perhaps not that. Mouth will be next. Nose will be a bit difficult because of the tilt, and he has a very sharp nose, but also a quite protruding nose, but a very straight nose. So that is also, I could do something like try to find where the baseline of his nose is like this, but it protrudes anyway like crazy. So I will do it differently. Welcome back, DM. It's mostly during high traffic time, so I guess it's because the provider can't provide. That's sad, but at least perhaps when they scale up, which they should, this is also still a growing area here of more and more people. I hope they don't leave it like that. It could be fixed, so. Hey, Art Color Gamut. Thank you very much. So you swear to stay with me forever? That is amazing. Has anyone else watched the show? That's a good question. I leave the stream on to get you some extra time while I go take a break outside. School sucks. I believe that. Thank you very much. I appreciate the lurk. So. I think we have the generous size correct. I'm not sure about the eyes. Let's just... So this sloped a little bit more than I wanted. I think something like that is probably more realistic. Let me try and adjust some limits for the eyes up and down, and then we can check on that. His eyes are also a bit slated in a way that could also become an issue during proportionalizing. Hey Lenny, welcome. Jello Boy, I always finish the picture in the second stream, so you would have to take quite a break to achieve that, but we will see. I don't know what kind of breaks you take, so I don't want to assume. So this looks terrible, but I think the general idea is there. I would just assume some nose holes, nostrils about here, and then we have the thing with the picture is it is a big resolution picture. It has a huge resolution, but it is very corny, is not the right way. It is grainy. Grainy is the word. It is not a good quality picture. So we have to see what we do with it and how much detail we can extract out of it. So I added something new for my convenience that you cannot really see, but I have a new microphone arm here. So it's not, it was standing around here totally in the way, and the old fixture is still standing here, and I'm very happy that I can put that away. But I now have this microphone arm on my table that I can move. Seems to work. I have a pretty heavy holder for the microphone. Holder is not the word, you know. I'll show you for a second. Why not? Yeah. So this thing here, it is total metal, and it is very heavy, and the arm is not that expensive, but it got pretty good reviews. So the arm is very cheap actually. So I thought, why not try it? And it works. It seems to work. I thought that I would enter probably the room and the microphone would be lying on the floor because it was not strong enough, but it worked. So I am happy with my new arm. Gives me a little bit of freedom in terms of just moving the stuff around when I'm not streaming, when I'm recording. So all of that is pretty helpful, I think. So you're so hardware and concerned about uploading videos on YouTube. I always got the notification I saw your videos, but the thing is I don't know about the games that much. Yeah, Laney, they have the Yorkshire Puts Gaming YouTube channel from my good friends here. It is a gaming channel and they cover a couple of games. If you don't know them, you should check it out, but they are also a little bit long on the longer side. So Laney, I think you should do something like introduction videos for those games. You know, that could be fun. Just telling people about what those games are about. If you mean me, Liana, no, I did not quote Bones because I've never seen Bones in my life. Nobbit, welcome and thank you for the lurk. I also love my lurkers. I love my chatters and I love my lurkers. Okay, the question is still standing, I think. Did anybody see the Flash TV series? Ah, Bones from Star Trek. I always quote every sentence I said you can find in Star Trek, said by Bones. So let me adjust this again. Okay, let's continue. So now we will enter Feeling Town again. Time when I just draw something and hope that it works. And this is to get the lines a bit closer to where they should be. Not to the final place, but looking at the different sized reference images here. And getting them a little bit more By the way, we are at 13 viewers, so thanks to everyone. And also thanks to everyone, I did not say that yet, because we crossed the 500 subs line between the last stream and this stream, I think. Or during the last stream, I'm not sure. So thank you very much. Thanks everyone, you know, this means a lot. 500 is a big milestone. And I reached that quite quickly in the last few months. So a lot of you have helped me by promoting via Twitter or something, so or sending me to friends. I really appreciate that, because YouTube does not really advertise small streamers or content creators in general, so thank you very much for helping me out. It has to be you, and I'm thankful for every one of you that subscribed and watches my content and comes into the streams and gives me thumbs ups and everything. Thank you very much, and leaves comments, of course. Imogen, I'm a doctor, not an actor. Did I say that? I did not say that. Do you see the little gift I got for us in the Ark? I did not. I know you did not mean me, but I just thought I'd pretend like that was a message for me. I have to join you guys one day, but I don't manage to go on my own Ark server at the moment, which is not a dedicated server, so nothing I could let you people join. Yeah, anyway, thanks for 500 subs. The thing is, Flash in general is a quite happy character. This picture does not really do that justice, but I have looked, and I was not the only one looking today for a smiling picture of the Flash. We did not find one in a good enough quality and in a way that we thought, okay, this could be our Flash portrait. So we went with this. It's more like a compromise. It also has not the kind of lighting I would have loved. It's very dark. But yeah. We will make it work, like always. And I will complain about it very much in between, as always. So. Hey, Yorkshire Puts, welcome. Thank you very much, Bob. Thank you very much, Lee. Yeah, 500 plus. And it started to move again today, this morning, a little bit. There are always, if you have a channel, there are always those days where for some reason nothing really happens in terms of subs or something. And you always wonder if it just stopped for you now and you're stuck. So it always feels very good if it moves again. I'm in class right now. Today my online classes start again. Sadly the time clash. I want to be here. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It is really, my timing is not the best, but the thing is, if I stream later, then Shaq cannot join, because in Australia it's it's almost bedtime again for her. And then I don't think we have that many Americans, because this is a very bad time for Americans. There is bad time for Americans, so there's never really a time that works for everyone. And with my illness, I am still not. It would be very difficult for me to make an evening stream. So anyway, so this is right now I think the best time that I can do. And I'm sorry that doesn't work for everyone. There might be in the future when if I should get better, an additional stream perhaps in the evening that might be better accessible for other time zones. Thank you, DM. Forget schoolwork. I'm pretending my Zoom classes doesn't start at 11. Do not go not to school. Is that English? No, not really. School is important, even if it is a bit strange in this day and age. So I'm afraid that the eyes are too small again. So I'm adding this little area here, and I will try to verify. Something like this, I'm not sure. I don't know. It doesn't look wrong, so it kinda already, the eye area looks a little bit like his. So he has pretty heavy lids that fall a bit into his eyes, which make kind of a signature look. Something like this, okay. School is important, exactly. No worries, DM, thank you very much. School is important, you're a bad influencer. They will claim to be a good influence. Clay's in trouble. Do not go to school. Exactly. That's what I say, Lainey. That is... I should put that on... My first merchandise should be do not go to school, shouldn't it? I think that's a good message. A healthy message that we can send to our children, no? An important message. He looks even sadder in my picture by now. Pay attention, otherwise he'll talk like me. I've been scolded 3 times for that last remark. That is good. That is good. We'll reopen this case and proceed this talk in a while. Okay. Well, you should get paid for nice, right? For being a good influence on people and being a good example. You could be CEO of Nice Incorporated. I think this is too far, it goes too far out. It's more like... It's quite defined in some way. But not like this. I think we need to go higher. Have to be careful, mindful of the hat. Again, the hat is the big star of the show again. And a moment. Something like this. I'm still not really happy, but it might come in time. Kinda like the shape of this, but it also looks still a bit overdone with that slope that I was talking about. So the image gets a bit munchy about here in the eye with the details. So I will just assume that it's not that long, because it kinda looks wrong. Not happy. But well, he also looks very sad in contrast to, he should not look that sad, he should look more concerned, I think, not sad. We will see if we manage to whoop a little sadness out of him. So nobody answered. I think nobody in this chat room has seen, apart from Diana, which I know, has seen the series, right? Is that a correct assumption? Hey Ini ASMR, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for making it. I'm not sure if this is a good time zone for you. So thanks very much for coming. Not seen The Flash, but I want to. Yeah, as I said, the first season is entirely watchable. It gets a bit... It did not finish the thought, I think. All the DC TV series tend to fall into the trap of what do you call it? A misery porn. So it just gets bad, and worse for every single character. And while that sometimes fits certain characters, I hated it for the Titans, for example. Which had also good casting. They have good casting in their series. But the screenwriters, I'm very sorry, they have no idea who they are working for. Or there is some very bad overall decisions being taken at DC about in which direction those series should go. And especially with The Flash, they could have had more light-hearted something, and they put him into torture every step of the way. I don't really think that's the right choice. I'm not the one making decisions, and it seems to be okay successful, or they would not be in, I don't know, how many seasons do they have? At least they are in the fourth something. Look at Arrow. I really do not appreciate that series, but it's, I don't know, how many seasons do they have? A whole bunch of them, so. You're chatting so much today. That's not fine, but it's difficult to keep up. I will miss quite some. You have seen most of the series, Bob. Okay. Can't remember how many there were. Yeah, I think I know that there are about 3 seasons. I think we have seen the first 2, not the third, because that already started with a big cliffhanger again in the second season. I think that's the one. Could also be that we have seen the third and did not start with the fourth. Don't know. But there was a big cliffhanger that I did not really appreciate, because I think it was a decision taken by Flash that was out of character. And then we just never started with a new season. Perhaps we will at some point. We probably will, but... hey, Stroke Designs! Thank you very much. Yes, you caught me live on stream. Thank you very much for coming in. For stopping by. Very much appreciated. There's a lot going on in chat today, so I'm sorry that I noticed you so late. And welcome to everyone that is here right now. We are 15 people right now. That is amazing. I think that's the highest I've gone yet. So thanks to everyone who's watching. Thanks to everyone leaving a thumbs up. And especially thanks to everyone that decided to join the pack and hits the subscribe button. If you want to chat with all these awesome people here that are chatting here right now, because they are awesome people, you can also come and visit us on our Discord. It's still a bit quiet, but you can help us make it more lively and a more joyous experience for all of us. I have to get used to it, to be fair, Shaq. I'm going to be a teacher myself. Ooh, you're going to be a teacher? That's amazing. There is something, I don't know if people in chat, everyone, you can tell me if it is right. I had a theory at some point that because you only know school to a certain degree in a certain age, I always thought that in between that I might become a teacher. I was always thinking, when I will be a teacher, I will do this differently. I almost also became a teacher, so might just have been me. But I think being the teacher is an amazing job and a very important job. So if you already had taken that decision for yourself, a great one, I think. I personally think. Exactly, Bob. Please remember to hit the like button. Most YouTubers can views for face reveal schedule it to a hair reveal. There's not that much hair to reveal in the first place, so that's one of the reasons why. And also you can see it everywhere. It is quite the quarantine hairstyle right now, so I won't go for that one for a long time. You might have a name reveal. A couple of you already know my name. You might have a name reveal at 1,000 subs, not necessarily the hair reveal. Perhaps at 100,000. We can talk about that. I love the first season of The Flash. Yeah, it was good. Up until the last episode. I did not hate the last episode. I liked it. You are so spark and creative. Thank you. Wasfa, thank you very much for those kind words. Thank you very much for joining today. Hi, Strode. Strode? I don't see the name Strode. Have I missed somebody coming in? Or is that... Oh, Strode Designs do this. Of course, I already said hi. Hi. I'm sorry. They are very... These people are very kind. Okay. So, that photo is not the best of Flash. Yeah, Ini, ASMR. I have looked for a high quality picture. That was actually quite the quest before I started the stream. There aren't many good pictures in a good quality of the Flash. I always decide too late on who to draw anyway. And then I wanted a more fun picture for the Flash because he is a fun character. A very happy character. I did not find a better one, truth be told. It was really... That doesn't mean I won't find one in the future and perhaps draw him again. I have not drawn yet a person twice, with one exception. So it might be an empty promise, but at one point I might draw a more happy Flash. Perhaps even in a completely different style or with color or something. So, but I looked quite some time, and I had now to decide on which one. And this was, after all, the winner. It is not the most signature look for him, but it's one I am going with for now. And as we found out, almost nobody has seen the flash here. Anyway, so sorry for not the most exciting chat when I emerge from the ramp. Oh, that's totally fine, Bob. I love that there are so many people in here, but it also gets right now quite difficult to draw and react to the chat at the same time. So, Dr. Crow, welcome. Thank you very much for joining today. Great having you here. How are you doing, my friend? I don't have quarantine hair. You have that kind of hairstyle in the best way that can live with a bit of growth, doesn't it? So you don't notice the difference that much because you have long hair. I don't have long hair, and I will never again, and I never had, for the record, long hair. So, difference is pretty visible, very easily. Somebody asked now with the last video in the comments for receiving a tutorial on shading. I'm not entirely sure how I will do that because I am shading very randomly sometimes and deciding on the spot on which kind of shading I use, and mostly it is kind of a cross-etching style, but in not a very orderly fashion, you know. So it is a bit difficult, but I probably will do one. But it is. I did kind of one with it in the general, very general overview in my already available general tutorial. But I don't think that's what the person wanted, so I will have to look into that. My hair is a mess. Everyone's hair is a mess right now. Want to know my secret? Of course, I always wear it up. I always wear a cap. That's my secret. Not that big of a secret, but it works. Yeah, I have to really become careful and get a haircut and everything, because I almost, it's like a reflex, always putting on the cap before I leave the house. And I think actually it hurts sometimes your own self-conscious if you do that in the long run, because you get a bit of ashamed for your hair. That's not a good thing. Seriously, our restrictions aren't as bad over here, and we can get to hairdressers. Yeah, exactly. It is still pretty safe in Australia, right? The numbers never really went up again that far. Is that true? You had kind of restrictions in the beginning, very harsh, and it worked out for you guys. So life is a bit more normal for you over there, right? So what I'm doing here right now, for example, I normally don't really do. That's what I mean with the shading also. I'm just layering down a basic level of shading everywhere where actually there will be a darker one anyway, but I want to get a feeling of the overall face. It's not even completely 100% sharp. Why don't you guys tell me? This is not the sharpest camera image I can give you. Yeah. Better. So you see better. You should see better. Oh, you guys are here for my personality. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's continue. So I want to see a little bit of the general direction it will take. So I am a bit more, because I'm not 100% sure yet with the proportions of everything and the positioning of the eyes. So I am trying to get the general layer down of shadow across the whole face. It gives you a bit more sense, especially when you squint a little bit, to see how it might look in the end, and if the positioning and proportions of the elements help. Looks really messy, but that is by definition, because I don't really lay down a very smooth layer of shading, just a very general one. Here we have a little bit more definition because of the cheekbone, but we won't draw that out too much, just to have a little bit of an idea. I think it looks like it can work. So we might start to get more into the eyes. He has very long eyelashes, and I'm already itching to draw those. I have to put up the big chat because I already missed half of what you guys were saying. I added a tablet here so I can look more at the chat, but it doesn't work that well. And it is not enough because you guys are so fast. What is the most difficult thing to draw on a face? Difficult to say. What's the most difficult thing to draw? I think for me personally still it is the nose, because the nose does not have that many lines. With an eye, you know where it ends, where it starts, you draw in lines and you can shade in between. A nose is mostly shadow, and sometimes depending on the tilt of the head you do not even have lines like this one. When it's tilted like he has, you can see a clear line here, but over here it's all shading, and you can get off trail there very fast. So for me I would say it's the nose, because of those things. Where I live we are not in quarantine, but the storm has arrived and we are locked at home by the snow. Ooh, cool. Well, that's also not very good, but I hope it was planned that you could prepare yourself for that. Going to see if I can get my hair done soon. Yeah. In Madrid there is more than 20 centimeters. Oh, really? And in Madrid there is not going out of quarantine right now? Oh, interesting. It's great for Corona, but isn't so bad here in Australia. Yeah, we can all actually walk outside without wearing a mask. Outside we can also walk. If they tell you different, that is not really true. We do in buses and stuff like that. We have to wear a mask, definitely, or going into shops and stuff. But of course, when I'm walking the dogs, I'm outside without a mask. You just keep your distance from other people. 20 centimeter snow. I hate the cold, so that would not be a place for me, I fear. But in Madrid, it's not that often that you have that kind of snow, is it? We're not used to it snowing here or curling. Yes, I get that. I have to speed through this so I can get up to speed again. We are completely locked down here. Yeah, I think in UK it's pretty harsh right now, isn't it? Full lockdown in Scotland. Yeah, I believe that. But I came from Russia. No, I'm in Adelaide. Oh, okay. I'm sure you was going to say hair. You were thinking I was saying hair. Teeth are also very bad to draw. But I'm not good at hair or teeth or anything because I'm procrastinating from it so much. So it is more like I'm not used to drawing it, and I think if I know it is, my hair would look better if I would just take more time to draw it, for example. I'm always hurrying through those things because I hate them with a passion. So you're not wrong in that regard. But I acknowledge that they are not that difficult that I would not be able to manage to do it. But I also said nose because in my last picture that I drew from Cheetah, for which I have released the video yesterday, one of the things I really do not like the hair there, but the thing that really makes me angry is the nose of that one, because I think that's where I really screwed up. I really like the eyes I drew there. I really like them. I think most of the Kristen Wiig resemblance you can find in that portrait is in the eyes. I think I did a quite good job, remarkable job for myself with the eyes. The nose is terrible. The nose is really bad. So, Mrs. Squeaky, but we are drawing small lines, so Mrs. Squeaky will probably not, there you heard him, squeak that much at least. So this pencil has the nickname in chat Mr. Squeaky because it can get quite loud. I try to avoid it, not doing it on purpose, but there's not much I can do against it squeaking. So that's actually why I said also nose, because I really struggled with that one, and it's really difficult to get it right. And especially with the Kristen Wiig, it showed me again how difficult and on the same and at the same time important noses can be. But that's why I said it. So it could be, if you ask me the same question 2 weeks from now, that I give you a different answer. It sometimes changes what you perceive it as the most difficult or the most easiest one. In this one, for example, I think the nose is not that difficult because it is a very clearly visible nose with pretty straightforward lines. I can't smile without my teeth showing, otherwise I look like a granny goblin. I think it's different for me. Involuntary smiles where my teeth are showing are fine, but when I try to smile artificially, for example, if I try out my camera face in the mirror and I show my teeth, I look just so terrifying. So I cannot agree with you there on my own behalf. Hey, Ross, welcome to the stream. Hey, how are you? How are you, mate? I wasn't thinking I'd be here for another stream anytime soon, but it happens that I should sleep, but I'm not. I would word it differently. You should have been probably awake or asleep a couple of hours ago, and you were not. Didn't you sleep yet? Really? Mate, that's not healthy. Take care of yourself. But I'm very appreciative that you, if you can't sleep, at least that you spend the time with me and in our wonderful chat. Hey DC. DC. I'm drawing too many comics. DM, welcome back. And now I can officially say I'm watching and doing schoolwork. Doing schoolwork is important. So that is good secondary work you do while watching my very important stream. So what's going on here? Here we are drawing, and I'm drawing less than I want to because you guys are just too interesting and writing too much. and too communicative. Never stop doing that, but I will have to find out a way to draw and read what you're saying. Because we are in, how far are we in? Let me check. Almost an hour. We're not that far in with the picture. So I'm trying to get a little bit of progress in the eyes right now. We're talking about smiling with and without teeth. Yeah, that's one part of the conversation. I think we are having a lot of different conversations at the same time. And I look really creepy when I actively try to smile with teeth. So I just at one point decided to, no, I don't have to train it. I just smile or don't. And the rest will come naturally. Going to the dentist in like 1 hour and a half. Oh, I did not sleep indeed. Rose, take care of yourself. But perhaps you can sleep during the dentist appointment. I hope it's not something with a lot of drilling. Not a big fan of the dentist myself, I have to say. Our dog isn't either. They had to remove all the lower teeth at one point already with him. So he's not the biggest fan of the dog dentist either. Not sure I'm doing the right thing here though. Clay is doing schoolwork. Perfect. Recovering after my all-nighter the other night. Yeah, it's really bad. I don't think I'll do that again until You are so young. If I had complained that much about an all-nighter at your age, you need just more training, you know. So we need to make some. I will have to dedicate sessions where I just ignore chat, I think. For some time to get anything done here. Dr. Crow, thank you very much for staying with us this long. Have fun and success editing your videos. I'm looking forward for your next release, so make it a good one. I love going to the dentist. I might be a masochist. Yeah, then in that case, send me pictures of the people taking care there of you, and I might have an answer why you love going to the dentist. I love my sleep too. My sleep just doesn't love me, so doesn't love me back that much. I always am happy when I can finally sleep, and when I wake up I was thinking, that's it? Really? That's what you call sleep? I'm still not really happy with I think I will keep it more bare bones, but I will continue with this eye and will draw in the eyebrows. The eyebrows also, they also always give a little bit more of a context that will help us also in this case to make it more believable. So, but I will concentrate on this area now first, because I'm a bit worried about this yet, and I need an area where I say, okay, this is going to the right direction. And this is already helping, but it doesn't make me really happy yet. Hey, Sylviards, you are here. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining today. Art Color Gamut, hey. Welcome. I am hard learning the art of digital drawing and painting. I will join the beauty of doing art stream and videos in the future. That sounds amazing. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, I think you can be really good in digital drawing. I think that would be. I have no idea how you would be in traditional drawing. Not meaning you couldn't be also there, but I think digital drawing is something you have always dabbled a little bit with photo manipulation and stuff like that, and I think once you find that level of confidence and skill in those regards that you feel comfortable with showing that stuff off and experimenting even more, that could be quite interesting journey. Will you post those videos on your regular channel, or will you do a new one, specific drawing channel? I would go with a second, so that you have your gaming and your drawing, probably, but I don't know how you want to shift perhaps your priorities completely. What are your thoughts? You can also write in DM if you do not want to give all your business plans away here in chat. You know each other, Sylviards and DM. Digital art, yeah. I'm not sure if digital art is something for me. I am thinking about just dabbling, playing around with it a little bit, because I like to experimenting in general and trying new stuff. I don't really. I force myself to try new stuff because I think that's the way how you grow. And I think it's necessary to just also experience other art forms to get better in your own, to understand all of it a little bit better. But I want to try digital art at some point. It's just also the hurdle, the entry hurdle is not that small, is it? So you either need something like a tablet that you work on, or you cannot just draw with a mouse. You can, but that's not good. Not in the long run, at least. You can perhaps do some things, but okay, so we have a little bit more detail now in the eyes, in this eye at least, and now we will put in a couple of hairs, eyelashes. Which is really not easy to put in there because it's already quite dark, but it has to be. I really don't like how this eye looks. So that is really something I'm worried about right now. That's why I am on here for so long. But we have brought back a couple of portraits already from a place where I would have liked to burn them, so we might do that with this one also. Not sure if it will be in this stream. We'll have to think about if this is a lost cause or not. But for the time being, I hope it might get better by providing it more of a overall context of darkness. I'm not making that much sense because it's not my first language, and I try to voice some feelings about this piece I have right now, and that's not that easy. By DM, I see everyone saying by DM. Thank you very much for sticking with us this long. Thank you very much for being here. I am concentrating right now on this mess, so might be I might not catch everything in chat, but thank you very much for staying with us as long as you could. Okay, so the thing with this pencil, it for some reason it brings out the structure of the paper very much. So you see it gets very grainy. Hope you see what I mean. If I use this pencil, it does not. So I sometimes like to just use it on there to get more of a finer look to it. There's probably some kind of science behind that, because this is just because it's harder, it just presses down the grains, however you want to call it, of the paper. But I'm just doing it what feels right. So one other thing that we will do in a second is using our gel pen to put in the white reflection in the eye again also, because that sometimes also helps quite a lot, so we will try that. Also, Flash is the best and the casting of the TV show is great. Too bad the writers are drunk monkeys. Yes, that is actually true. He is a very good Flash. I love him as Flash. I don't love the series. But you have to say that for the writers, right? So it's not only optically, he's also playing it, and he gets a lot of situations where he can be a good Flash. Does not work out always. There are definitely a couple of scenes where I think, okay, that's a bit out of character, or that's not how I would have written it at least. But there's also still quite some flashy situations in there, flashy decisions. He plays a great Flash. We have to give the writers a little bit credit for giving him situations in which he can be a good Flash. The storylines, SUCK though. Streaming platform Stan, is that something Australian? I think you mentioned that already at some point. I have never heard of that. I don't think it is available anywhere but in Australia. Could that be? I don't know. Or is it some kind of pet name for Netflix or something? I think Flash is here. It is on Amazon Prime available. So don't know. Do you call Amazon Prime Stan, or does Amazon call its streaming platform in Australia Stan, or is that something else? I don't know. The best character is Dead Cop. Actually, I like the Dead because the Dead is the old Flash. I'm not sure how they ruin that character, if they ruin that character at some point. That one is the best. Doesn't have that much screen time. But yeah, Dead Cop is also pretty good. But we're making at least a little bit progress. This is still not very far in for the time we are drawing. I'm also not really 100% happy still. I should have gone with the lighter image, guys. The lighter image gives you faster and easier satisfaction. But the white in the eyes is now dry from the gel pen, so we can give it a little bit more of a shape that I want. It's also a trick I found out not too long ago, that I can get rid of a bit of the white color to give it more of a sharp definition in the reflection that I wanted to. I think before we go too far down there, because the relationship mouth-nose is really stressing me right now, we will go for the other eye. Give that a bit more love. So here we can bring in more detail because there's more light in there. The contrast is much more interesting on this side of the face. Flower Girl from Sky High is in there. Yeah. Sky High is a great movie. If you haven't seen that, it is really underrated. Nobody talks about that movie anymore, but it is a really cute movie. Okay, it's like kind of like Netflix. Yeah, I expected that for a streaming service. Bit more stupid, but it has different sorts of shows on it. I had it at one stage. Is there a Amazon Prime in Australia, or is that kind of what it fits the gap between what's available on shows like on channels like Disney Plus and stuff, but not on Netflix? Oh, Bob, thank you very much. You have to run. Thank you very much for being here with us. Sorry for not talking that much in the last bit, but I am trying to get something done here. I love all you guys. but you are keeping me from drawing. Check if Amazon has the Flash in English. It's on there. I think we've seen it on Amazon Prime, no? Hi Ayush, welcome. Thank you for joining. How have you been? So we are drawing the Flash today, and we have less progress than usual because there's a lot going on in chat and I love it. But it's kinda cuts into the time I have for drawing. There's this other artist on YouTube, Eve. She is about 4,000 subs now, and she doesn't get anything done in her drawing chats so in the live stream, so I'm not sure if this concept will work when I have more, if I have more subscribers at some point, and if there are 20-30 people in chat trying to talk. I'm not sure how that will work. Still have to figure that out, but we will solve that issue when it arises. For now, I'm really happy to have you guys here. And thanks again, if not everyone was here when I said the first time, for the 500 subs I just crossed. Between this and the last live stream. You guys are amazing, and I enjoy this journey with you very much. So how about the audio? Is I said in the beginning I have a new arm for my microphone. That makes it a lot easier for me to handle, to get it in and out of my face and stuff. Have you noticed anything about the audio? Did it get worse? I can live with it being better, perhaps. I don't think it has that effect. Just is it still? It is on the other side of myself. So do I talk enough into the microphone, or have you noticed anything that you don't like, and just didn't know before why that could have been? Are we happy with everything? I have watched Flash, I think, at least the second season on the streaming service here, and I would not have if it was not in English, so pretty sure they have an English version of it. You have returned. Welcome back, Shadow Boy. Glad to have you here again. And you see, it did not happen that much because chat is popping today, and that cuts a little bit in drawing time, which is fine because I love my chat. Just far away from being able to draw hair yet. So we will have to work on it to manage to get to the hair in the second stream. Even. It's too dark a little bit, I think. Not sure yet. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you very much. Yeah, 18. That was even 19, I think, for a second there. So I think that's the highest I ever had. So thank you very much. And to everyone that is watching, if you enjoyed the stream, consider giving me the thumbs up and perhaps even subscribe. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next stream, which will be the day after tomorrow. And the live streams, the 2 live streams I'm doing a week right now with my schedule, will be then put into a time-lapse video. So if you cannot join the second one, or cannot join the whole one because the live streams are a bit long, I totally get that. Mondays you will always get the time-lapse of the picture that was drawn there. You will miss all those great, nice, fantastic people here in the chat. But you will at least see the whole art piece. And of course you can also watch the live streams afterwards. I don't delete them, so they are also available. But I also always try to do a little bit entertaining stuff in the time-lapse videos. So commenting on the things that were perhaps a bit difficult stuff. So if you want to learn, there might be some additional information in the comment for the videos. In some of them I try to be funny, having kind of a faked interview with snippets from the movies, like with which one's my favorite one? I have no idea. The Thor one was pretty okay, I think. The Loki one is pretty okay, so if you want to see me trying to be funny, check them out. Why the name Sketching Greyhound? That's a good question. So I actually started a gaming channel that was called Gaming Greyhound, and I have a greyhound. I have 2 greyhounds, and I love them very much. So I started out with that name, Gaming Greyhound, because it's an alliteration. It sounds nice, and I use the greyhound as my logo. And actually, in the very beginning, I was thinking about adopting this greyhound persona because I never really expected to show my face on camera. So I just thought about, okay, I can pretend to be a dog playing video games. I never ended up doing that, but that's where the original name came from. And then I was thinking, okay, I rediscovered last year in July drawing. Actually, the very first person I ever drew again after years is right here in chat, Ross. I drew him just for fun, to appreciate him a little bit and giving him his first piece of fan art. And I rediscovered that and wanted to do that again, and started just toying around with it, and then with the idea of doing a channel. And then I did the channel Sketching Greyhound, which started with me drawing content creators, smaller ones, to appreciate them a little bit, and that's where the name comes from. Much more is not behind it. And I still from time to time come back to drawing content creators, bigger ones, smaller ones. So it's not all about superheroes, although they are my main inspiration these days for the channel. Exactly. So these are mittens, which are shaped like human hands, but my dog has its paws in them, so that would be cool, but that's unfortunately not the case. If that was the case, I could talk much better with you guys and still get the painting done. I might switch to that model though. Why doesn't it? Don't tell me the... Is it? No, it cannot be. Empty already. Is it empty already? You are not empty. You are not empty. Because I fear the gel pen is empty already. Oh no, I think. No, there it flows again. I don't know for how long, so let's try to get that white in there as long as we have it. We need to order one, because bad would be bad if I already colored in an eye and then noticed I cannot make it white anymore. We will shape that little friend in there in a second. Best and cutest crayons in the entire world. That is true. Anybody wants to see my break screen with the dog videos and cat videos? Anybody interested in a short break? You were the start, you were the beginning, Ross. Exactly. I would love to find out someday. Well, I haven't seen your face yet in your videos. Are you actually showing your face in your videos? That's kind of the requirement for getting portrait fan art. And truly, I was really impressed by that video I saw of yours yesterday. And I think I was not really subbed to you before. I have no idea why, but definitely after that video I subbed. I was really impressed by that, so you definitely earn something like a video, but one has to see your face. And as I said, you sound still pretty young. I'm not sure if it's a good idea already to show your face, but that doesn't mean that there won't be a portrait of yours in the future. Have you ever drawn from ears? What do you... I'm not 100% sure what you mean. As the police hears that one arrived and surrounded the bad guy and the continuous is doing. I don't know what you mean, Ini, honestly. Yeah, the break screen is on my channel, but I still can switch to it. I could show it here. But there is a video on my channel that is just what I show you when I take a break during the stream. Because there were requests for having that available, because my dogs are so cute and the music is funny I use there. So if you want to see my dogs, more of my dogs, my break, it is under the you find in the playlist Just for Fun, I think it's called. There is the break screen with video footage of my doggos. I think I will already, because those two freckles, two very prominent freckles he has in his face, are very obviously him. And sometimes I even forget those freckles to include at all. I think I want to draw those already in here. Not too sure actually about this one. I'm not sure if I have all the right information to place this one perfectly. I think it's about here. Those are magic freckles. They let him look like himself a lot more directly. I think I'm not 100% mega happy with this now, but I think we are getting into a place where I feel more comfortable with it. You know? The point in time when you think, okay, we still have to work, we have work to do, but We're getting somewhere. No, not now, maybe at 1 million. I mean, would be cool to get Fenna with my mask. I have not even seen your mask, I think. So, I have to check that out. I have to say, I have not seen that many videos yet, but I will. After that one I saw yesterday, definitely I will see more videos of yours. Definitely. I'm actually still contemplating some kind, because also Ross brought that up, the topic of doing one for the currently very popular cop's husband, but he also does not show his face. I'm thinking about a way to make an interesting portrait still out of that, and I have quite an elaborate idea. I just did not find the courage yet to implement it, because it is quite a strange idea I have there, and it is a lot of work, and it actually also is a little bit of money. So if that works out, that could be some way to also do something for you. Yeah, but I also thought I would never show my face on stream, honestly, or in a video. And at some point, when I started with this whole when I started streaming games, I thought, well, if you stream something, you might as well show your face. If people don't like it, they won't watch, and that's that. But you might as well do it, because I myself, gaming streams, I don't see that much, honestly, I don't see that much sense in them without showing your face, because you're definitely also selling a personality and not showing your face. Yeah, there are some, like Corpse Husband, there are some very successful ones out there that don't do it. They do something with masks. I'm not a fan of these newfangled virtual streamer character thingies. I don't like that at all. I might as well just leave that away then. But for myself, I thought, okay, I would just take all my courage and do it, and it did not hurt. So I continue doing it, and it might just come with time that you think, why not? Just another additional step. Clayton, thank you very much for looking. How to draw is like seeing unicorns, something really magical and surprising. Anyway, it's really, it is just, well, it's practice. It is, I always say, it's also your own journey. And there is this one fantastic guy I am watching. He's smaller in numbers than my. He changed his name recently, and I don't know why, because the first one was better in my regard. I don't remember his name right now, I would even tell you so you can check him out. He also says, oh, I wish I could draw more realistically. But he's doing some kind of scribble art, not the very confused scribble art, but he just puts together a couple of lines, and a whole world is created in a way that is just so fascinating to me. It's amazing what he does. It's really beautiful stuff. But he also wishes to be able to draw more realistically. He said he wished that he would find his, in a comment of mine, he on one of my videos, he wished that he would find his style and stuff. And I think, okay, you have so much style already. This is amazing. So you might not always be really happy with what you do. I certainly am with my portraits. But just do it and do your best and find out what makes you happy. and just have the courage to try. My video on Friday was about that because I just started drawing this new style. I drew, if you haven't seen the video, Ursula, and I was so unhappy. I was really frustrated. I drew that and thought, okay, I won't have a Friday video because I hate it so much. And in the morning on the Friday, then I experimented with it and I started to really think, why am I, yes, this is not not a quality that I feel 100% comfortable with, but how could it be? It is something completely new I'm doing, and it is still not bad. How can I not be happy about what I achieved here and that I even tried to do it? So I made a video about that, feeling much better about it, and now I'm happy that I did it. And there are actually a lot of artists that have seen the video and posted in the comments below that they know the feeling. And that made me really happy. And so it's not always about doing something that is perfect or better than what you did before, or better than somebody else's, or being worse. If you were not allowed to post art, if there is already art out there in videos that is better than your art, I would not be allowed to post art, because there's so amazing people out there. So I try to add something different, to have my own spin on it. His art is really cool. I will. What are you? I'm still looking at my plane. No. Do you mean the art I described, Ross? I'm not sure. If you do, let me know. I can send you his channel on Discord. Did you make your Baron logo? Yes, I did. I am doing all of those things myself for now. I actually just started thinking, because I want kind of a rebrand, not a complete one. I will still go with the logo, but I will vectorize it a little bit, make it cleaner, stuff like that. And I'm not really that inspired yet about scenes for streaming and stuff. So I was actually thinking about, I was entertaining the thought about letting someone else do it, but up until now I've done everything myself. And I take pride in it. It's not perfect, but I did it myself, so I'm happy with it. I have to work on the banner on YouTube though. I really do not like that one, because it does not work well with different resolutions. But my logo, for example, I really like my logo. I don't want to get rid of that. People should always appreciate the skills they have and practice on the ones they would like to improve on. Yeah, but that's easy to say, right? That's seldomly the case. And that is a big source of unhappiness for a lot of people, me included. Oh, bye Shadow Boy. Didn't see it. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Or did I already say that? And I'm not sure. It is difficult. Ini, that's right. It is really difficult. Just expressive how you see. I think you learn a lot by just trying to recreate other people's art and see how they do it. Yeah, that's true. So that is what I think a lot of people on YouTube do. Take the videos and just try it the way they do it, and then you learn a little bit. It's less of a technique way. It's more of recreationing and yeah, you know what I mean. It's not like reading a book and understanding really the anatomy behind it. It's just trying it out, and I like that approach also too. That's how I did it with. I've seen a couple of videos, so I thought, let's go and try draw an Ursula. See how that one pans out. And then I get frustrated when it did not directly work as I wanted to, as I envisioned the outcome to be. Apparently I need to work on my spelling skills. Don't we all? That's the good thing. I don't have to write while I'm streaming. But I'm really missing some of the features you have on technical features you have when you stream on Twitch. I have to figure out if I can bring some of that stuff over to YouTube, but I think it's much more limited what you can do over here. But we will see. Improve your mind and your rest will follow. And free your mind, right? Not that you would know that song, it's so old. But you almost quoted a 90s song, I think, right? So. Finally reached the mouth. And if you ask me, there is a bit of recognizability already in there. So we have made progress. Still far away from being where I want it to be, but still progress. Mouth is always also not that easy. We were talking earlier about what is the most difficult thing. I said at that point in time nose, and I stick to that. But mouth with all those little lines you have, often, and this one again, difficult to recreate. At least if you are more of a messy style than I am. If you go into extreme detail and spend a lot of time, of course you can recreate that pretty good. But I think that is more or less okay already here, to a certain degree. Myself, it's working out great for me, so he's looking good. Thank you very much, Lenny. Well, my laugh is contagious, not my coughs. I am, which you probably actually don't know, although I say it a lot on stream, I am ill, not corona though. I have a general pretty crippling illness that you can see when you look at me, but I'm getting medication now and I'm getting better, and I'm coughing a lot because of that, not because it's really, it's just one part of it. I do not have something in my lungs, but I always have this cough, so that is nothing alarming. And also because I have this illness, I'm not leaving the house anyway much, so there's actually at the moment not really that many reasons why I could have corona, so don't worry about me. Pretty homebound. So I'm glad that you guys spend time with me today and in the other streams. I think actually this is coming together pretty noisily. I feel like I'm making fun of some dialect when I say noise. Would you connect that with any kind of nationality? Noise? Is that Australian? Is that Canadian? I don't think it's American. if it makes fun of anyone, it's loving fun, you know. Not evil fun. We get a cyber virus. What, that cough goes viral. I wish. It's almost 12 o'clock and I'm having lunch. To your health. Thank you very much, Sheeny. You're having good. That is the best thing you can say. You're having a good time here. People are great. In my chat, the art is getting better. So that is the best thing you can say to me. This, by the way, is by a mysterious benefactor, one of my new erasers. I have them now in a beautiful other cup. What is happening here? Nothing that you can see, but I have zoomed in my reference picture here. That's not good. Come on. Come on, where are you? Okay. So I have it in red and I have it in yellow. I was complaining so much about that I need new, because look at this. This is how it looks, pretty new. I just used it on one picture now, and this is how they looked before that. So thank you again, mysterious benefactor. Somebody that knows me also personally, so who knows my address, just sent me some after that I complained too much the last couple of streams. I'm pretty sure noise isn't Aussie, but I have heard it so many times in Brooklyn, and I think I probably got it from him there. 6th season available on Netflix now. I so want to watch that. Noise. Jake Peralta, he's so cool. Love him. Would love to draw him, but he's not a superhero. And if I would draw him with claiming he's a superhero, with some stuff going on in the US right now, I might make enemies. But Jake Peralta is so cool. Evil fun? Define evil fun. Watch how others work while you're relaxed having an aperitif. I'm taking medicine right now that I cannot drink any kind of alcohol, unfortunately. So I would like to drink an aperitif, but I cannot. Good thing I notice how not that difficult it actually is to not drink for a couple of months. That gives me hope. I think I'm starting to not hate it. We have to implement something like a self-appreciation translation help somewhere on screen where you can see if I say I'm not hating it, then that means I kinda like it, and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm starting to really look forward to the second stream now, because I think we can do stuff with this portrait and get it to a place where I might be happy with it. Famous last words. And truth be told, this is an amazing stream and so many people, it's really so great. But I sometimes feel a bit bad if people come in too early in the process without really seeing if they should stick around and if it is any good what I'm doing. And when I'm then really unhappy with the picture, that is really straining a little bit, because I always think, so many people are coming here and I'm not showing my best. Oh, we have to put in the eyelashes. Remind me. Oh, let's do that right now, I think. To sharpen the pen for that. So we will start with a second stream where I from the very beginning think, okay, if people come in here, they get kind of an idea what I'm doing. And I feel I will zoom into my eye here on this reference picture. Because those eyelashes are really long. I said that in the beginning. Eyelashes are crazy long. They're even longer, but they look ridiculous already. Ridiculous in terms of envy from my side. If you use something growling, that is my sleeping and dreaming a dog. So getting eyelashes in the right perspective is also quite difficult sometimes. So I first draw a couple of them across the whole area of the eye. And in between, when you then start to fill them in, you have to find you can take the single ones you've drawn. That is very feminine what I do here. Which is not bad, but not exactly what we needed. I think I drew too many. Oh well. If you just start on one point and just draw in the eyelashes, you tend to draw them too parallel, and they have to really have this kind of fan. They have to fan out, I think you could say. Not sure when that was good, but we'll see. Let's move on for now. Oh, we are talking more about I love Rosa. Rosa is really cool. No spoilers for season 7. There could not be any from my side because they just published season 6 here on Netflix. Rosa is cool. Captain Holt is also cool. Mark Bob, welcome. Hey, thank you very much for complimenting the eyes. Gina is also really funny. She's not a good person, but she's really funny. I don't hate the actress. I'm not sure if there is something bad about the actress that should make me hate the actress. Wait a second, it is 12 o'clock. My mobile phone tells me to take my medicine. I have to push that back a little bit because it by now jumps into every stream. But I don't really hate on her. She would not be a person that I would want to spend in real life time with, but she's, in the context of the series, she's pretty funny. It is an amazing series. It's really, really funny. Terry is also pretty cool. He is, I think, the one that annoys me the most, actually. But I still like the character, I like the actor. but he sometimes can become quite annoying. But he's also an extremely good soul, so. So, we're getting to a point where I say this should be probably the first stream, but we have a little bit to do still. Not too much though. But just let me already say that. If you enjoyed the stream, the second one will be the day after tomorrow. Same time, same place. If you don't want to miss out on that, subscribe if you've already subscribed, ring the bell so you get the notification, but it will be about the same time, 10 o'clock Central European time. And yeah, if you cannot make that, no worries, you can of course check out the full stream still on my channel, or you wait for the time-lapse version that is between normally 5 and 10 minutes. That will be released every Monday from the live streams in the week before. And sometimes I try to make it entertaining and add additional stuff, even if you've seen the live stream. Might be interesting. For example, the last one, I gave you a review of how I personally found Wonder Woman 1984 to be. So if you have not seen that movie, it is pretty spoiler free, so no story spoilers definitely. I talk of course about a couple of actors and persons that appear in the movie, but it's pretty spoiler free, so I would say not that bad. Check it out. I am thinking about doing stuff like that more in the future, giving you kind of a review of series or something. I won't do this probably for Flash here, but I might actually do more movie reviews while drawing people. If that is something you find interesting, let me know, because I think it's not done in that way yet. And if you want to do something spoiler free and you do not want to really show footage, it might be enjoyable to see a portrait drawing while you get the information you perhaps want about a movie or a TV series. So let's see, that might be something that I do in the future. And yeah, that's it. There is also always an additional video on Fridays normally, and a couple of shorts that I try to also put out in between to fill the gaps. But we will still be drawing a little bit here of the forehead before we finish today's stream. Anai, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. Schitt's Creek, I don't know that. Is it also available on Netflix or something here in Europe? Haven't heard of that. Have to check that one out. 20-minute comedy. There's always need for new 20-minute comedies. Yeah, also check out the Discord. Ini and everyone else here, if you want to talk with people outside of the live chat. It's not a replacement, you still have to also come to the live chats because I really enjoy having you here. But apart from that, you can meet all these amazing guys also on my Discord, which you can find under every non-live video in the description. So the time-lapse videos, for example, the one on Cheetah. If you look down in the descriptions, all my links to all my social medias, including Instagram as well as Discord. If you are on Twitter, you can also add me there. All those links are in the description of the other videos. And the Discord is starting to get more lively, so anyone who wants to join that is more than welcome to do so. Also, Shak is also a mod there, and she wants stuff to do, so we need more people and more lively conversations. So here we have to go a bit darker, because, well, it is dark there. We will also add that already in there, because I think that makes it already pop on a certain level. Come to Discord. Thank you very much, Lainey. I'm very sorry. I can speak a little slower, but not too slow. So perhaps, Ini, the Discord is actually good if you are not that fluent with English. The Discord might help, because conversation there, of course, is text-based. So if you are interested, check that out. Perhaps, I don't know, if Shak, you can post a link to the Discord, actually, in chat. You will have to have the app Discord though. Okay, so I think we are at a better place than I expected in between. Not perfect, but we have kind of his expression. He is quite pensive. Is that the right word? I would say it looks pensive, pondering, thinking about how to save the world. He's not, doesn't have the look of somebody who lost his favorite toy anymore. We still have to check out a couple of shadings to make it really go where we want to. I just noticed that because the arm of the microphone now is connected to the table, when I do this, it is shaking a lot. Do you hear something? There's this contraption that should stop the audio from being shaky or reflecting it in any way or form really into the microphone, but just because I just saw it, do you hear some disturbances by me shading very forcefully? Thank you very much, Lainey. Thank you for saying it looks cool. Thank you, Clayton, that you love it. That means a lot. Vitani, you're coming in again when we are about to close it. That gets kind of a habit with you, lady. So this is about, I think, as good as it gets this evening. We will this morning. Fortunately, this morning. For you, Vitani, it's evening, so it's night actually. So here we definitely need to go a lot darker on the chin. Not necessarily now. I'm just putting a little bit of the darkness in here because we always need a little bit of nice contrast to make it pop a little bit and make the three-dimensionality really start to kick in. So Why are you wearing helmets? What do you mean? Helmets? You mean my hat? I am wearing my hat because I have pretty bad quarantine hair. I need to get a haircut before I even consider showing you guys my hair. But also, I do not have that much hair anymore, and this pose is very revealing for not having a lot of hair. So I feel a little self-confident also about showing you the full terrible truth of my hair. So once I have the camera position, I will perhaps put it right into the desk and you can only see my face. Something like that. So there will be still a lot of fun going on with finding the right darkness and shading in the face. But for now, I think this is a good place to leave it for today. I think I'm much more happy than I was in between. You perhaps have noticed when I started talking about I just try this and that to see if this is something we can still salvage, that I was actually again pretty close on burning it. Again, I say because I am at that point often, but I never really start new. The only one I did was actually Chadwick Boseman, it's Black Panther. Yeah, but this one starts to turn out alright. So thanks to everyone who believed in me and stayed and came and joined me today. The next sitting will be the day after tomorrow. We'll continue doing this and hopefully stop it. We will finish it. If we do not finish it, I will finish it by myself, but record everything and put it into the time lapse that will then be published on Monday. Yeah, I see in the small picture now that somehow there is an aggregation of darkness in here. I think it was in the paper and now it starts to show some kind of something there. Let me see if I can somehow fix that, hide it a little bit, or if it will always be there. Some kind of shape. I think it's already better. Other than that, in my regular time-lapse videos, go check them out. Down in the description you see all the link to all the social media where you can contact me, our Discord where you can hang out with all the cool guys that are in here. I am very thankful that you joined me today. I am sorry that I probably did not react to every message that you sent. Was quite a full chat today. I love that very much, but that is what happens. A lot of people chatting, and I'm trying to get a picture done. I'm very sorry if I did not reply to your message. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you will be here one of the next weeks, or perhaps even already the day after tomorrow. If you don't want to miss me, ring that bell, give me a subscription, give me the thumbs up. I had a lot of time today. That doesn't make any sense. I had a lot of fun with you today. So thank you very much. And see you next time. Goodbye.